Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, for the first time ever, I'm going to be checking out an artist called Laufey, and this is her music video for From the Start. This is a reaction and analysis, so I will be pausing primarily to talk about vocal technique. If you'd like to watch the video all the way straight through, I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can come on back here if you want to learn more about how she's singing and what she's doing while she's singing. That's it, guys. So before we get into it, I'd like to give a shout out to my partner company, TuneLark, amazing online platform for learning whatever instrument you want to learn, guitar, cello, viola, could be film scoring, could be other composition, could be voice. If you're watching my channel, probably voice is something you're interested in. They have expert instructors of all kinds. Check out the links in my description below. Go support them, support me, support them. It's an amazing company. They make beautiful work. They make the learning fun. It's creative. It's effective. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. I'm so proud and honored to be a partner with them. So go check them out in the description below. And guys, please do like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment for the algorithm. Hit the bell. And if I end up bringing enhancement to your Laufey experience, if you find you appreciate this artist more when I'm done, consider joining my Patreon family for as little as $1 a month. Without further ado, let's get into it. Laufey, From the Start.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh,
this is so interesting and a fun music video as well. Now, in these videos, if you're new to my channel, I don't comment much on the music video aspect, as that's not where my expertise lies. I really am a vocal expert. I might call myself a vocal expert, but I'm certainly more advanced in analyzing the voice than I am in the music videos. So I'll talk mostly about that, but very cool music video. What I love, she's got this super intimate approach to her singing, right? It's very speech-like. It's like you're just having a very casual conversation at like a cafe with a friend, and you've got this bossa nova vibe happening in the background with these guitars and these shakers. Very, very bossa nova to it, and just the way she's approaching the singing is just very speech-like. And it's like she's just telling you a story. It's not like the singing itself is not very performative. The music video, of course, is, but the singing itself feels very natural, conversational, which is nice. Also, all these videos, like at this level, professional music videos, 99.99% are all lip synced. That's industry standard. You record the audio professionally in the studio, and then you lip sync it for the video. Very, very standard. Nothing against singers. That's just how it works. That's how I make my music videos. That's how everyone makes their music videos. What's interesting is she's really not paying much attention to the lip sync. Like she's not trying to look at the camera and really show that she's singing these words like a normal lip sync. It's much more about her moving around the room. And if you look, the lip sync is not, it's off in a lot of places. And I think that's a really interesting stylistic choice, to do the lip sync but not really put much stake into it. It's interesting. You don't see that very often.
don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look.
So we have a nice flip up to her head voice there. Don't you dare. So that's B flat 4. This is very likely a note that she could sing fully connected to chest voice, but because it's that natural conversation, that more intimate style of singing, she just opts for a nice flip up into her head voice, and it keeps it easy, keeps it light.
You and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain, listening to you heart pump out some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how
So the second verse, very similar vocal approach to the first verse, right? Keeping it very light, conversational. There's some nice inflections in there, just to kind of help with the words she's expressing, right? She'll add a little more like, she'll have to put like a sigh on a word. Or she'll put a little more breathiness in the word to make it a little more sensual. But it's very casual. The singing is very casual, and of course, range-wise, it feels like a lot of this is probably pretty similar to where her speaking voice is. So very conversational, very casual approach to the singing and the voice. It's light, it's fun. It seems more about the storytelling, right? Which is wonderful. Again, the text, the poetry is something I will occasionally comment on, but again, I'm really centered on the voice and the vocal technique.
Oh, the burning pain.
There's a couple flips up in the head voice. The burning pain. This is only F4. I mean, this is very singable for Laufey in her pure chest voice. Very singable, yet she's flipping up to head voice anyway. I think it adds kind of a, like a little sigh into it. She's putting like a little sigh into the emotion, into her voice. That's a great use of the head voice when you don't need to use it, but just want to use it as an artistic choice, as a way to create a certain kind of inflection. To me, that very much seems how she's using it, and it works really well.
You don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain. Listening to you heart bump out some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day.
So there's all this sigh. There's all this sighing going on like underneath her voice, right? And it really helps convey the text well.
Soulmate, she's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love, at least just let me say that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots a arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start.
It also has a very old school vibe, like a 50s vibe to it, with the costuming, the decorations, the sound, the honey, just like that style. It's almost like early Disney movies, like really early Disney movies, like a Snow White or something. A little less technique based. This is more speech like, even more than those early Disney movies. They were more sung, so to speak. Laufey really is taking the speech like approach. It's really, well, I just feel like I just like have a perpetual smile on my face watching it. It's just like, it's very light, and the story's fun, and the singing is easy. It's very easy listening, and I love the bossa nova going on in the background. Just lovely, just lovely.
You, oh, Cupid walks right through and
we have these background vocals going on that just came in during the chorus.
I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots a arrow through my heart.
There's some strings. I didn't notice the strings the first time. Ba ba dee ba bum.
An arrow through my heart, and I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start.
Adding that little vibrato is part of what makes it sound old school. From the start. Really, really nice. I love it. Some scatting. For some reason, this just makes me want to go like sit on a tropical beach and drink pina coladas. I just want to right now when I'm done with this video, just go hop on a plane, go to an all-inclusive in the Dominican Republic, put this song on, and just drink pina coladas. That's the vibe. I love the jazz influence scatting she puts in here. Again, keeping it very light, but you know, using these non-word syllables. And she does a couple nice little riffs in there as well. But there's this nice little, this like break section with some scatting going on. That little doo-doo-doo-doo. She throws a couple extra notes in there. It's just hinting at some vocal agility that she's, you know, not showing off at all in this piece. Like I said, it's not a very singy piece. But you can tell she can riff. You can tell she can move her voice quickly just based on that one moment. Nice.
What's a girl to do? Lying on my bed, staring into the blue. Unrequited, terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest, I'm telling you today.
So very similar third verse to the first and second vocally, very, very similar. You know, floating up into that head voice. Do, do, do. Adding the vibrato in there is so nice. What else did I want to comment on? There was one other thing.
Lying on my bed, staring into the blue.
The vocal, the actual audio engineering side is very natural. Like her voice, there's really no like reverb added. There's basically no like atmosphere. There's even dynamic range, which in highly produced music is rare. Usually everything's, you know, I'm sure it's compressed some. Everything's compressed some, but it's not highly compressed where all the really soft moments sound just as loud as the bigger moments. There actually is some dynamic range happening in the vocal, as far as my ears can tell me. But it's a very raw sound. It's like probably very similar to how it sounded when she recorded it in the studio. Which is nice, and you don't hear that very often. For most music, there's tons of atmosphere and really complicated EQing and sidechain compression and all these things to allow everything to be heard clearly in a mix. But there's really not much competition, right? We've got little like synth piano, we've got the strings occasionally coming in, we've got the percussion instruments and piano and say piano? There's piano for sure. And guitar, of course, acoustic guitar. But there's not much competition vocally, so she can keep it in a nice soft place, and you can produce it in a way from an audio engineering standpoint where you can get dynamics in the vocal range because it doesn't have to be right in your face all the time to be heard. It's very lo-fi, you know, it's very chill. There's very few elements. It's just a very simple, pleasant song.
Unrequited, terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get.
She allows a little vocal fry in there. Sane. Almost like dips into a subharmonic for a split second on the word insane.
Driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest, I'm telling you today. That
So
when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through.
Wait a second, listen to that piano. That piano coming in.
Off my chest, I'm telling you today. That when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart.
On the strings, yes.
And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start. Confess I loved you, just thinking of you.
Nice.
I know I've loved you from the start.
This is so nice. I just have a big smile. I'm just in a very good mood. I was already in a good mood. Now I'm in an even better mood. Something I love, which she does a lot throughout the song, is vibrato. Consistent vibrato sung really softly. Start. Because usually when you hear vibrato, it's louder. It's at the end of like a big belt. Like a musical theater singer will sustain a belt and then let a vibrato. Or you'll hear an opera singer, something I hear every day for hours. Big, loud vibrato. I love the really soft, intimate vibrato. It just shows that you're maintaining a core of sound and a breath support and a quality of tone, even when you're singing softly, that you can still allow that vibrato to come through. Often when singers or untrained singers will try to sing softly, it'll just get really breathy and weak and they'll run out of air super fast. If you can sing vibrato really softly or loudly, it just shows that you have a lot more control. If you can do that, plus you can riff, plus you have good range, hey, you can sing just about anything. So we didn't get to hear any range from Laufey in this one. We only got to hear just a taste of her vocal agility, but we did get to hear that soft singing vibrato. So check that off. Yeah, this has been very pleasant to listen to.
But don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. I know I've loved you from the start.
Awesome. Guys, first time ever hearing Laufey or watching one of her videos. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something about her and about her singing. Hope you enjoyed the reaction part as well. These videos are two parts, right? One part reaction, one part analysis. The main goal is, of course, music education. I want to help you guys appreciate and enjoy music more all the time, every day. That's my main mission with this channel. And then secondarily, to give you a laugh here and there when I have a big reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do leave a like and comment on your way out. Subscribe. Leave suggestions for what you want to hear next. And if I enhanced your Laufey experience, consider joining my Patreon for $1 a month. And lastly, another shout out to my amazing partners over there at TuneLark. Guys, if you want to learn any instrument, anything vocally, how to compose, how to produce music from the comfort of your own home for very reasonable rates, check out the links below. Go check out TuneLark. It's an amazing, amazing company, and I'm so proud to be partners with them. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Peace.